Surround myself in protection from all negative, low vibrational entities, malevolent energies from the aspects of the east, west, north, and south. Outside of all directional boundary forces, I send protection as well to those who love me, for they are protected from all negative, low vibrational entities, malevolent energies from the aspects of the east, west, north, and south, outside of all directional boundary forces. Hey y'all, how y'all doing? Are y'all getting tired of me yet? Are y'all getting tired of the Voodoo Tarot readings? Good, because we just getting started, honey. All grace, all grace, all grace and awareness, and all grace and acknowledgement to the Loa, respectively, to the Orisha, respectively. Gratitude. Anyway, reviewing my videos, it feels like I've been saying gratitude too often. Like it's becoming really repetitive. And I'm like, wait a minute. Let me quit using gratitude often. Being that leadership, taking leadership roles, being grateful for all things that's supposed to be opposite. If this is Simbi, okay, yep. I already knew what was going to come out because these cards already came out. I just didn't want to say. Mm-hmm. So how y'all doing out there in YouTube land? How's YouTube land working out for everybody? So we're using a New Orleans Voodoo Tarot deck. Steel. What is this? We got fire. We got okay, the same, almost the same lesson alignment. I shuffled the cards. I shuffled the cards several times. I shuffled the cards several times. Several times. Even the same cards that came out, I went and reshuffled them again. But the thing is, I meant to do it on camera. I meant to do it on camera, but I did shuffle the cards over and over and over again. So we got some high leadership. We got some high leadership qualities, personality, kingship. Another form of the magician. We got the magician twice on the board here. So Shango, the leader, right? Not only is he the leader in this mental number 8 vessel here, but in Santeria here in this earthly plane, he's the energy is very much being influenced by all the followers, right? This is a big time leader here. I'm not sure what card came out. Okay, this one came out next. So right out the gate, number 9, we have enchantment. We have stability through enchantment, how she's cutting out the phases of the moon, bringing forth so much abundance. Okay, staying in alignment with the phases. Okay, so this is enchantment. This is love. This is grace. Okay, this is also the focus. This could be dealing with a serpent as well, but this is more like a cane. But for me, I see it as a serpent too. They just have it represented in a different way. Hello, Oscar. Hello. So right away, 8 and 9 came about. We got the magic mind vessel, and then we have the astral plane vessel as well. All right, enchantment, leadership. We don't have leadership and warrior. We have enchantment. Right after that, Dambala la Flambo. So we didn't even need to have the serpent here in this reflection of this huge watery reflection of the moon reflection because he shows out right away. So that's why I was talking crap. Like I shuffled the cards, I shuffled the cards, I shuffled the cards, I shuffled the cards several times. So Dambala Flambeau is back. He's been showing out lots of fire energy. He's been showing out for like about a week or so. Um, so not only do we have the phases working with the moon here with many reflections that has brought so much enchantment. Now, once again, we're still high energy, high focus, discipline, high energy, high focus with these fire spirits always coming around, giving us supple amount, excessive sometimes, but necessary amount of fire here. Fire, petrol, right? Okay. Now we're dealing with the high priestess. Once again, the high priestess is on board, and guess who comes after Dr. John, the witch doctor? This is all these cards I just flown out, right? This is one, and this is two. The magician and fire, the ultimate fire, the highest potent quality of fire, dealing with words, dealing with swords, dealing with fire, dealing with all. The ultimate power and connection to magic, sorcery, divine. I still say serpent energy because that's just what's been following me. Divine serpent focus energy have accelerated the craft here. So we have accelerated the craft. We have accelerated the craft, meaning you have broken these so-called fake ass waves here, this fake fucking system. Okay, you cracked it. You able to crack it because you're able to adapt, you're able to transform any situation, even after death, even before death, even before in the womb, even within the womb, with consciousness, with an awareness, right? Discipline and focus. You can transform any, and you can adapt to any and all. Once again, we got Mambo, serpent, fire, energy. You cannot make this up. So once I said that the fire energies are on board to give that excessive fire action, warrior, discipline, focus, like people part ways. When you walk, people move out of the way. When you walk, people naturally move out of the way. People naturally give you attention right away. However you perceive it, naturally people give you attention right away. This is how magnetic, how focused, and how woo, I don't this she only reason why she's grounded is because she's on this grass here sitting down. Okay, that's what makes her grounded, with um being at the same level of this energy, fire energy, right? Although it's still attached to the river and the lake. This came out yesterday or the day before. Okay, so those are all the cards that came out so far. We got the leader with Shango, high influence. He's influenced all. Influence all. You see how he's ruling and what Shango is ruling with. You can tell the background, the presence of his rulership. It's like the spark of a crown, right? Mm-hmm. People aren't just following Shango because he's a leader. It's because that he's high, highly above intellect, above seek, um, far beyond intellect. I just almost had the word. He's able to foresee, basically. Mm-hmm. So we got the leader on deck, enchantment through working with the phases of life, working with the phases of reflection of the water and the moon, working with the phases. You can say being disciplined, staying on your craft. You see how there is no stress, there's no worry. It's all knowing, all receiving here. Everything is in her environment that she needs, okay, to create. Dambala is going to give you that energy and that action. Yes, she's sitting right here, right now, with this energy, this astral plane dealing with the ancestors. Okay, let's just be real. The ancestors dealing with the astral plane, right? So they're giving you this acknowledgement, awareness that you have enchantment. I keep saying this every day because focus and discipline is the word of the year, of the day, of the moment. Discipline and focus. That's why we get so much serpent energy that gives us more discipline and focus, additional fire energy that's not going to be stopped. That's why I even say, even after death, this energy cannot stop. It won't ever stop, because the more words you put out there, the more you show yourself, your uniqueness is carrying on, because you are high influential. Because you're high influential, your words, your existence, your leadership is going to carry on, right? You're high influential. Coming to the doors of your true magic, into the true sense of yourself, of your being, which you already are there. Okay. Power of the Magi. Let's draw some more. I'm going to shuffle these cards, y'all. Let's shuffle some more. We got one, two. We got this serpent. We got the water serpent, but with enchantment, they're trying to tell you that it's not so vigorous. It's not so like actionary. It's not so impulsive. This is truly receiving here. Mm-hmm. Pure, 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 pure energy. The power of the word, the power of their word through fire can ruin or bring greatness to yourself and to others, even to your pets, even to the natural elements around you can transform in this position of this card. And it has no other choice with this grand connection, right, with Marie Laveau. You have already entered into the dark world, into the dark planes, which is bringing out the uniqueness, the qualities that are unique to you. You're bringing it out in the foreground. Not a lot of players, it's a lot of, you know, people in the background, but there's not a lot of players in the foreground. So continue to influence others, okay? Continue. Here we go again. Once again, they're showing us this again, the enchantment, carving out, looking at the first of all, we have this body of water. This is most likely a swamp, right? But it's so clear through and see through. She's been coming back to the same place, visiting the same place, reflecting, okay, getting some deeper perspective on the phases and change of life. And through that, she's receiving all information, acknowledgement, awareness of herself, okay? In this wonderful, beautiful enchantment, knowing, receiving this bliss of being, okay? Because she's being here, she shows up consistently. It's just, we say she or he not to be biased or not to give one gender authority over the other, but the influence here is the water energy in Congo and nine, and it is a woman here, right? So the energy, like, because any type of gender, however you want to subscribe to your gender, can will experience this form of enchantment by walking through the phases of life. Okay, they're saying by being discreet by these changes of life, by working with the phases and the changes of life, being discreet. This is why she's at this body of water by herself and um, communicating with all the elements in this environment as well. Okay, she keeps showing up to the same place through the same phases that we know that's going to be consistent in life, which is phases through the moon and changes. So she's working with those phases, okay, continuing to show up. So we put that card back in the deck and it came back out again. So let's give a good shuffle. Let's give a good shuffle. So it is a number 9. So this is obviously some very, very, very important information because it just came out twice, right? I don't know about the moon phases right now. Not sure about the moon phases, but I'll have to get back into that here momentarily. What's going on with the moon? Something's going on with the moon and some form of enchantment. But definitely showing up, definitely being able to hold the mirror source, the power of the mirror, and being that changed by what you see is showing up. Okay. We know these phases are going to continue to repeat through the moon. We know the quarter moon, the half a moon are going to continue to come. Okay, long as the sun shines, we're going to be able to experience the effects of the moon. So why not show up and why not write down your goals, write down your focuses, be consistent and showing up, reviewing them, okay, in an environment that's sustaining, okay? And the environment can be in your mind, you know, no one can penetrate the mind if you don't allow them to penetrate the mind. Just because she's outside, you can have this same very, very, very beautiful area environment within as well, within your mind also, until you can get to this point here, not necessarily, but you can always get here with the mind. No one can penetrate your mind unless you allow them, but nobody can penetrate the mind unless you allow them. Gratitude. So we have, speaking of the mind, we have magic mind, Simbi La Flambeau. Speaking of the mind, this is why I do words of power. That's why they're so special to me because um, the guardians, the ancestors, make sure my tea doesn't fall. They communicate definitely through the air frequency. So whatever I'm thinking, I'm definitely, or whatever I'm saying, I'm definitely pulling it from the air frequencies. Okay, from the ethers. It's coming from a source through the air. That's how I was able to pull up this next card that just came out, right? When we were just talking about the magic mind, they were preparing me for the next card. This is why I love words of empowerment or words of power, and why I have a whole series dedicate that, because I know how I don't even have the words to explain besides magic, but people think that you're using magic for some form of dark energy. Well, duh. Dark energy is good energy. The energy are coming from words. It's the energy, like I always say, that you can't see, that you're pulling out from this darkness mass. Okay, you can't see that, but I'm going to put it in front of you where you can manifest it and see it. But these words, like I'm talking, you can't see it unless you have the captions on. That all the words are front is in a dark space. Duh, people. So we're working with Magic Mind, y'all. Magic Mind. So, old paradigms. This card came out yesterday too, right? So, getting rid of old paradigms. Even the same things you thought about yesterday about yourself, ridding those, readapting, reestablishing new paradigms for yourself mentally. That's helping you expand, that's helping you elevate. So once again, we have the magic mind that's coming out telling you like, okay, all those old burning existence, whatever it is, education, religion, relationships, all that shit that you used to believe that you were programmed to believe, whatever that is. I don't know. I'm not the one to judge, okay? Because this card always comes out when there's some kind of programming that was in place, and now all of a sudden there's like a switch came on. Okay, you see how big Simbi is. Simbi is big, so some fucking switches come on, and a person has definitely has transformed their mind in a very expansive and this very much fiery way. Like the person or the moments that they were before are no longer them. Their thoughts are no longer them. They're moving very quickly. Okay, there that means you're able to adapt. You're able to adjust. You're able to move. You're able to flow. You're able to change. Right. So this is good with the magic mind. I like when that card come up. Okay, I'm not going to say the next card. Oh, that's too many. That's like 30 cards. Two cards. Again, fire. Attached. Again, fire. I just know that there is something going on. There's maybe just all the fire ancestors are on board. I think they're always on board. They're always here. Something is like getting ready to jump off, or the ancestors like, here, I'm here to supply you. I'm here to give you this energy. I'm here to give you this fire, this action. I'm here to give you all of this energy that you need. Okay, right now, at this present moment. Okay, for you to get to this next expansion. Again, we have Hanesses. Anyway, I'll talk to that about my with my wonderful ancestors about this. But Hanesses, she's attached to, like, again, more fire, right? She has a calabash in her hand. So whatever it was cooking up, whatever it was focusing on, she has it in her hand and is on fire, and there's nothing you can do about it. Nothing you can do about it. Nothing you can do about it. Why do I feel like this is another aspect of Nanambu Kalau for some reason? So anyway, we're in the hierarchical form of the princess, but we don't deal with princesses over here, baby. This is the Hanesses. So we're dealing with voodoo. Okay, we're dealing with one of the Loa here. Another one. All the fire Loas literally are on board or on deck. Okay. If I keep talking about it, I'm pretty sure Urzuli will come up in the POW. Eventually, Urzuli will show the fuck out. Okay. So right now, whatever's in that calabash, whatever that focus is, whatever that discipline is, it's like she's attached to it. She's latched onto it. Okay. She's not letting go. She's not letting go. There's no way. She's already lit with fire. Just imagine this calabash was already on the stove cooking, right? She already had her work cooking. Now she's on top of the stove, baby. She holds the flames in her chest, on her face. I.e. zone. I.e. zone. Okay. I.E. zone is giving us like, what does I.E. zone wants to say? How does she want to come off? Purification. Okay, so maybe that fire here is to continue to purify. Okay, maybe that fire is here to purify. Ashe. And that fire is here to purify. You've purified the mind. You're cleansing the mind. Um, ugh, like some real silly thoughts be coming in. I just don't want to say it because a lot of times it has to be dealing with the structures of society. It has always wants to deal with some type of structure in society, and it, like the spirit wants to be funny. Very always wants to be sarcastic most of the time, right? It's like I don't want to say that. Okay, so whatever. Another time. But it's like a parade of people going. So they're referring to a particular individual, okay, who's all over the news right now. All over the news. All the time you look at him, okay, he's on the news. Every time he will interrupt your TV programming as well, okay. So the name that they're broadcasting to say over and over and over again, so there might not be so many people who's leaning towards that way anymore, okay? Very fast and very quick. If not, then they're going to change their mind very fast and very quick, okay, about this figure, this leadership figure who's all around, okay? Some purification is going to come up. Some purification is going to come through fire, you guys. Not sure what that is. Okay, right. We definitely had some phases going on with some enchantment, burning down old paradigms, okay? Now I have these cards with IEs on who's saying purification with fire. Let's see what comes up next. Because a lot of times, a lot of people really, most people don't get a clue or a greater understanding unless it is with fire. Unless it is with someone being injured by a vehicle, unless it is, the deluge, unless it is something that's deal with fire that really burns deep, okay? Most people in the universe really, you know, don't get the message unless it's some fucking fire messages. If it came through emotions and water, you would think that people are way too passive and they're way too feminine. Another fire. My goodness, yeah. This is like overconsumption going on here. That's what's going on now. There's a lot of people who need to, or individuals. I don't know. I'm not the one to judge, but I'm just here to read the card. So I'm not the one to say, oh, there's a lot of people who need to do this or that. But okay, because of this, it's like this impulsiveness here that's going on. Hmm. This is why some cleansing needs to be done. Some dark night of the soul. Both of these cards came out in the three, sex and death. Both of them come out in three, sex and death. Sex and death, which is another form of transformation, right? Death is transformation and sex is transformation. Here is going inside internal to right your wrongs internally. Here is like this huge big action. I don't know why there's some motherfucking action or somebody just react. Okay, now we just got it again. Very much impulsiveness. 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 That's attached to what I was referring to earlier. I just refuse, although it's still ringing in my mind, I refuse to say certain people's names at this point in time. But some real life impulsiveness is going on. That's what's going on. You know, some people think that things are actually getting done in more of a toddler toddler way. That's why when the toddler visited the house, right, that used to be black, that was a major symbol of what's going on within that big mansion house. Okay, some childlike behaviors, right? That child showed up that day to signify the true energy. Mm. Okay, tell me more about the Hnesses. Did we change? Okay, we're gonna have some perception here. A lot of people seem like it's gonna have to be saving. Y'all lucky that some of this female or feminine energy even ever exists, is because that's the only nurturing you're gonna get on this planet, on this earth, is from a feminine form of energy, right? That's the only type of nurturing. So give thanks to your mothers, give thanks to your sisters, to your daughters, and all those, because just imagine a whole world full of men. Are you going to nurture each other? Are you going to care? Are you going to have compassion about each other? Are you going to care for each other after death, during death? Are you going to listen to each other's problems? Are you going to lift each other up? Are you going to hold each other hands? Now we have high perception here, right? So I feel like definitely going into like this phase here, we need keen perception. You need keen perception, but there is keen perception on the rise. This most likely reflects me, but keen reflection, being able to perceive through any and all before you even start talking, before you even start walking. We feel the vibration in our ears. We feel the vibration surrounding us before, because we feel your thoughts. We know your thoughts. Okay. Before your actions even come about, we feel and we know your thoughts. We get the information right away and we can perceive. And therefore, if we want, you can be one of the pawns on the chessboard. If someone is that bored with their life, right? With their life, right? With this high perception, somebody can just totally be a pawn, because um being able to perceive and know your vibrations just by the thoughts, by picking up the thoughts, the vibration of the thoughts is what this card is all about. So we know your steps, we know your routes. When you make the action, before you make the action, your thoughts are slow, therefore they're low vibrational. We can pick them up very much through this card here, through this energy. The thoughts are sluggish, they're very, very slow and childlike. We can pick those up very fast. All right, gratitude. Look at that. We got change through stability. All right. So look like not only are we going to have some purification through fire going on in this energy. I don't know. I'm just talking what the cards say. Okay. Not only is there going to be some purification through, i.e., zone, through the fire energy of Hanesses, there is going to be some change through stability, a whole new form of this universalism that's going to happen here. A whole new form of universalism to change. She's stable through stability. We're on the earthly plane here. Okay, we have new subjects, new, something new, something new. Okay, okay. The planets are holding her up, holding this energy up. Let's put them all back in the deck. Gratitude. Is there anything else we want to say or do? I'm gonna shuffle these up a little bit more. Let me put my feet up. Hold on. How y'all doing in YouTube land? Trying to make sure nothing falls. Yeah, Yeah, so it's 3:56. Is it 3:56 for y'all are, but it's 3:56. It feels like nothing. It feels like, let me just tell you, I'm like, okay, I got this much time in the day because I got a lot of motherfucking work. I'm not trying to broadcast how much work that I have to do, but I have a lot of work. So I'm sectioning out like my time, like, okay, if I stay up for this amount of hours and then work on this subject for this point in time, work on this subject at this point in time, I'm thinking about how much useful I can be with my time, with this time frame that we have here. So I'm looking at it like I'm gonna use this chunk for this time. So like a 2 o'clock or a 3 o'clock or a 1 o'clock or a 12 o'clock or anything or 11 a.m. or something has no real reference of relativity at all. Besides, did I get this done? I got to do this next, or I'm going to here. I'm gonna meet this. It's sometimes I come home and I'm like, I don't even know what time it is. No cap. I don't even know what time it is. I just got wow. Anyway, let me finish drinking my tea. But for real, obviously the notion that they put on time, how they carved it out for you, is a bunch of bullcrap. How they, the system itself thrives on your time and your energy, and they will commodify it down to the seconds. Okay, they will use your very essence. Okay, with this time and minute mind trap. But even if you still work at a job or on a farm, which is fine, who cares, right? Not really judging. You can still create your own time by doing what the you want to do. Okay. We'll have to go through examples of that some other time. But doing what you want to do, never being uncomfortable or, you know, feeling some certain type of way at a job, feeling exhausted, please, unless you're a doctor or something like that and you pretty much signed up to be exhausted. The healthcare system has changed a lot, even like in the last 10 years, just like the one on one, ever since after the pandemic, just the one on one communication. Ooh, child, these cards, the same ones, it's pretty much non existent. I was asking my friend at her doctor's office because her whole entire group had changed and switched a whole entire group to a whole another group. I don't know what happened with the board of seats of bureaucracy. But basically, this new system, they're all communicating with their doctors through text message through an app. And I noticed that a lot of medical facilities are using apps for communication. And it's like, how do you know if it's a real person or not that you're talking to? It could be a robot. Are you really officially talking to a real person? How do you know? Doctors no longer, and it's been this way for a long time, no longer have the ability to do the in-depth holistic work on an individual. They got short amount of time. What is it, like a half hour, 15 minutes, a half hour to see you if it's regular, and if it's like a specialty doctor, it's like an hour to 2 hours. They have everything carved out for your time to commodify every ounce of your existence, which is kind of fucked up because you're not reaching to help people, you're reaching to reach a goal and a quota, like a bottom line, basically, when the person in front of you is your bottom line, each individual. But I find that most doctors are exhausted, they have so many patients, and all the holistic health doctors are just as eccentric and happy-go-lucky. Okay, they don't need all that marketing and advertisement. Okay, they don't want to be on the forefront. Okay, they don't want to be Target. But no, for real, most of the holistic health, the alternative doctors, even like some chiropractors, okay, or integrative medicine, they're very much, I feel like they go with the flow a lot more with the patient. And I know a lot of them are busy too, but I feel like they go with the flow a lot more. Like medical doctors, they are tired. They tired, y'all. They tired amongst other sectors. So we have Elegua with 6 balancing. The doors are open. You see how big this door is? See how Legua is? Usually a Legua will manifest as like a jack-o'-lantern, right? So Elegua has transformed into this kid, right? Into this childlike figure, but looking like an adult, saying the door is open. So tell me more, Elegua, because we like it when you show up. We like it when you show up, Elegua. Yes. Tell me more about this door. Is there anything we can restore, replenish even more? When I was flipping the cards earlier, I didn't show this card. This card came out before. So there is this collective, they say theory, I don't know why, collective theory of doing deep introspective work, doing dark night of the soul. This is how we all move together collectively as a union by doing the internal work. When you do the internal work, this is not reflecting of Gede. This is what the card is saying right now. When you do the internal work, there is no judgment on another next person, right? There's no competition. We're all in the same field, creating, helping other people expand. So the doors are open, is what Allegua is saying here, though. The Allegua signifies protection. Now that I see this card, it's a collective, deep, internal, introspective is going on right now. We need to understand why things are occurring. It's not just one fashion. We play a part of it also as well. So we need to understand how and why we play a part of our own degradation a lot of time. Okay, and move together collectively with no judgment. Move together collectively with no competition. Move together collectively because obviously we're stronger together when there's no competition. When there's no, indifference because of these social structures that everyone is involved in, right? That's why there's hella competition because we're all, we're socially organized to compete. And that's in every sector that we're socially involved in, which is everywhere. Everywhere. Yeah. So, like I was saying, some deep introspection is going on right now. Maybe that's why we did this reading at 3 o'clock in the morning. So the serpent, I'm sure why the Mambo continues to come on and latch with this fire energy. The fire energy just wants to permeate. That fire energy is not going to go away. So if you feel like there's like some stagnation, if you feel like things aren't moving, they are moving. They are moving. They are moving. Continue to focus. Very much. Okay. Very much. Complete what you have going on right now. Complete that area in your life and move on to the next with focus and discipline. Don't stop where you are in the mid of doing things or finding things or creating things. Complete that creation and move on to the next level here. So that's interesting with the Dark Knight of the Soul coming on with Elegua and some fire. So tell me more. Tell me more. Oh, let me see. Dharma Life and Motion. Ah, okay. OSI. Mmm. OSI is like, oh man, we got all these gifts and talents. We have all these gifts and talents. Ooh, wow. Staying true to the phases of life, not just watching time go by, not just watching time go by, okay? Manifesting, creating, knowing your goals, writing down your goals, okay? Because OSHI is basically saying there's a lot of talent, there's a lot of skills out there, so you need to shoot for the stars. We're on Earth here, okay? We're in the 10th vessel. Everybody knows that. Oh, the Earth is 10. Oh, this means great things, right? Okay, yeah. It means you have a lot of great accumulation of things, and you need to continue to stretch it out, reach, move forward, deal with the action part. Continue to move, shoot for the stars, continue to create. You have a lot of talents, okay? Can always come back to this area though with goals writing, with goal writing, always being consistent in this present energy here. Hmm. Okay, yeah, so those are separate. Those are totally separate. These are for themselves here. Mm-hmm. That's why Lego is letting everybody know collectively that the doors are open. I have to look and see. Let me look and see what the stars or planets are doing right now. I'm trying to figure out why the doors are open even more now at this particular time. I thought that Mars was in retrograde. Tell me stuff. And yeah, I thought that Mars was retrograde. Yeah, these three go together. These are going together. But let's see, because we getting like a lot of Martian energy. What is it? Astrology Cafe? I think so. Mhm. Which is my one. I like to go here. I've been going to the same website for astrology forever. Forever. I think it's one of those cafe astrology. You probably can't see it. You can actually get your birth chart from off of there too. I know I got mine there for 10 years ago for free. They may still offer it for free to get your birth chart, your natal chart printed out. That's why I go back to their website often because they're so resourceful. They're so resourceful. So cafe astrology is one. Cafe astrology, you can definitely do your birth chart there, do your natal chart there. Astrology Cafe is the one where I do the astrology, and see if there's anything going on in our universal sky. So today's the 12th, right? Ooh, okay. Y'all probably already knew this, right? So the moon is in Leo until 3:55, from which time the moon is going to go into Virgo. So no wonder I'm turned up a little bit, because I knew Virgo was going to be representing somewhere because that's in my immediate chart, and I knew there had to be some fire going on too because all these fire energies are coming out. All right, so the moon is in Leo until 3:55 today, which today is Wednesday, and then it's going to go into Virgo. So here, Spirit is letting us know some ancestral development, ascensions is here for people to really reach out for help because those cards came out several times. The Les Morts, 2 days in a row, okay, letting us know that some forces are reaching out to help us expand even more, right? The Lego was just like the doors are open, okay. This is, changing, understanding why we made some fucked up choices basically in the past and move on from it. So today is a perfect time to go in and do some deep introspection, do some journaling. I know people is like, why do journaling? Why do all that stupid stuff? Well, when you journal, you're able to reflect and get out your emotions more. Or what's another way, you guys? some form of writing, maybe because I like to write, but to do some deep introspection. A lot of, you can do some meditation if you want, or you can just sit there in the presence of yourself, or you can do a spiritual bath, or maybe you can write down maybe some things that you're aware of about yourself that you want to change. That is another way of doing the dark night of the soul as well. Of course, it's not going to happen overnight, and it probably ain't going to happen like, it just depends. It just depends. Doing the dark night of the soul work starts now. Okay, always starts now. Always starts now. Right. So I do like the idea of seeing what change needs to be done within yourself and writing that down. Okay, and doing some introspection on there, even just by thinking about things you could do to help yourself expand a little bit more, advance a little bit more, okay, while we're still here, while we're breathing, okay? It's great. So by writing it down on a piece of paper is its own form of magic, right? You thought about some form of change, right? Now you have it on paper, it's going to materialize with your focus and consistency. Feel like I say that often. I don't want focus to come off like as a chore of anything, but something that you come back to often, a couple times throughout the week, something that you're consistent with doing over a long period of time. That's not going to be like you're going to see some change right away, but you're going to see the slow increments of change, okay, with your awareness of yourself by showing up for yourself often, right? You'll see the change over time with that. So the Leo, mm-hmm, the first quarter moon was on the 6th. Yeah. Venus is retrograde. Venus is retrograde, but the moon is going to be in Virgo. And it says Mars is no longer retrograde. Okay, we already knew that. So Mars is no longer retrograde. Because that definitely was given like some Martian energy. I knew it was like more aggressive than Leo, but I knew that there were some fire energies going on, just judging by how many fire energy cards have been populating. Like, we're here, we're showing up, we're here, we're giving you all this supply of energy. Okay, for the mind, for the earth, for the body, for the soul, okay, to get things done. It's not about laying around and watching life go by. Is actually taking action. It's actually about taking accountability. This is taking accountability in your life. Okay, when I see a bunch of fire cards coming on, I mean, that goes for you, that goes for me, it goes for everybody, as a unit. Not only am I telling you this, I'm thinking of like, what are the ways, the things I can change about myself that I can write down at this particular time, because I think we always, when we journal, we talk about, what's going on here, or what's going on here, or how you want to see yourself here, or, you know, how you want to see yourself here based on what's going on there, but we hardly ever write down the most simplest parts of what we want to see change with ourselves. We might talk about it, but we hardly ever write it down and reflect on the changes we want to see um, within ourselves. Okay, that will be expressed on the outside of ourselves. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I don't think there's anything else that's going on besides we knew that Mars was back on track until May and that the moon is in Leo. Yay! Mm-hmm. What y'all saying? Anything? So we're gonna put these cards right back in the pile and see if they resurface again. Girl, honestly, for real, when I before I cut on the camera, I was shuffling the cards and I knew that some mirrors going to come out because Magic Mirror came out, and then I had one of the hierarchical cards that was dealing with mirrors as well that had came out. I was just shuffling and nothing going on through my mind, and the mirror card had came out. The major mirror, the Magic Mirror came out, and the hierarchical personality mirror had came out. So it's definitely saying this is some time for some reflection. That's just a message. That's just a message. I don't want to overthink it with my analytical mind. Let's just leave it how it is. What do they say? Leave it on the table, leave it on the floor, leave it how it is, okay? So let's shuffle these a little more. Yeah, I'm still getting out of the mind of why this particular time, but definitely spirit ancestors, okay? The great Loa and Arisha, respectively, is telling us that deep reflection needs to be done at this time, and it may be succeeded and successful because we have all this ground of fire energy. Ah, okay. And through that, with our reflection over time, with writing down the change that we want to see, not just by speaking and not by just dressing ourselves up, we will see this, right? Hard, great work, the great work of life. A lot of people say the great circle of life, the causation of living and dying. But this card is the great work of life, the great sacrifice that you put into your work is always going to give us this good luck charm, which is Ayedo Wedo here, the serpent goddess. Speaking of good luck charm, why? I don't know. I don't know. I'm gonna just leave it how it is. I'm not gonna overthink it because people will be doing some trickery nowadays. Um, Someone that I know has a four-leaf clover, an official four-leaf clover, and they swear up and down that they found one today too, but it was split. The third leaf was split, so that wasn't technically a four-leaf clover. So they proceeded to show me a four-leaf clover, and it was definitely a four-leaf clover. Now, I just take it as face value, and I just use that energy and information how as it is that there's a four-leaf clover in front of me. I'm taking this person's word as face value because I'm gonna use that energy, okay, with the four-leaf clover and clothe me with that four-leaf clover, right? Energy. They had it for I don't know 2 or 3 years, and it was in an album. Of course, I wasn't gonna touch or anything, but it was a four-leaf clover, and my mind, I have to fight with the, oh, this is, some bullshit, some whatever. um, I had to think when I was a kid, we always wanted to find a four-leaf clover, always was looking for four-leaf clover. I think I just finally gave up because we never found one. We used to always find a 3 1, a 4 1, somewhere there was split, but never a four-leaf clover. I just always remember, probably up until 10 or 11 or something like that, that I just gave up. Like, there's no four-leaf clovers. Oh my God. And St. Patrick's Day is coming about on Monday. So we receive the frequency of the good luck vibration, even if you are already receiving the frequency of the good luck vibration, okay? May it permeate through your family. May it permeate to the friends and those who love you. Ashe, we receive the good luck charm. Yes, we do. So this is the great work here, the great sacrifice of working um, towards your goals and seeing your goals be played out in real time as he's walking in his stride to the next thing that he has to do. All right. Consistent, staying focused. He's going with the flow. He's moving forward. He's not looking directly at you. He is going to where he needs to be. Okay. To always receive this success. To always receive this energy of completion. Oh man, I actually did something today. Oh my God, I feel good about myself because I actually, you know, worked today. Or I have been working. So I'm gonna keep up this energy because I want Ayedo Wedo forevermore to be up in that sky, shining down with all those grace of those chakra energies. All right, so okay. Is there anything else with Azaka here? Oh, we see a Batala. We see a Batala. Any other ones? Any other energies we want to say come up with? Ooh, okay. Carnival, Dark Night of the Soul, and then we have the Wild card. What is that about? What is that about? We got two majors going on. Two majors going on. Dark Night. Oh, Dark Night. I said that completely wrong. That is just in my brain. That's just letting us know, don't forget, don't forget, don't forget, don't forget about that piece of information about the dark night of the soul. Okay, so this is the carnival. This is turning inward. Spirit is like, I ain't playing with y'all. We on the outside. We outside. We outside now. I'm done playing with y'all. We are at a heightened moment at this parade, at this carnival. The a function, a very high functioning with Legba here representing with serpents falling from the sky. And Spirit is like, I'm coming out. I want the world to know. But then we have this wild card. What's up with that? What's up with the Les Barons showing out here? What's going on with the Les Barons? What's going on with the tricksters? Okay, these is like your crazy uncles showing up, falling over, pulling out chair. You about to sit down? They pulling out the chair. You fall on the floor. What's going on with this? What's up with that? What's coming out next? What's up with the Les Baron? You know what I'm saying? You be sitting back straight laughing at your ass. They be drunk as hell, they be laughing at you. Okay. Ooh, these cards feel really, really thick. We want to know what this wild card. I mean, I like when the uncles be showing out. This ain't the aunties, these are the uncles that's showing out. The big time tricksters, and they come in packs, you know what I'm saying? They be coming with all their brothers and the extensions too. You know they come about. It's like turn on the music. Where's the whiskey? Whatever they be drinking, your uncles. I don't even know what my uncles were drinking. They quit drinking, but yeah. From here, I'm getting like some kind of whiskey or something. Like where the whiskey, honey? We ain't staying too long if y'all ain't got no alcohol, honey. We're here for the shits. We'll probably stay on for a couple more minutes. I'm gonna get back to my homework, and yeah, I would love to stay on here all time, but it is 4 o'clock, and I, you know, like to section out my time, and yay! Gratitude for being able to do it. Okay, thank you for these moments to be able to do it. Mm-hmm. Reading the comment. La 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 la. Okay, so spirit is coming out. They want the world to know, and they don't care about none of the fuck shit. They don't care about none of the fuck shit. None of it at all. Hmm. Yeah, Legba is definitely shining that big spotlight. Okay. So tell me more, Ancestry. What's up with the wild cards? Hmm. Hmm. Good. Good, good, good. Good, 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 good. Okay. Ooh, ciao. Keep working. Even if you have to do work for a long period of time, have a cutoff time, don't become a robot, don't become a function of somebody else, don't become commodified. Use these places, okay, more than they use you. If that's the case, keep working. If you have your own business, keep working. It's working for you. Okay, it's working for you. Spirit is like, I need this turn to turn around. I want to experience this from the outside so we can expand even further here with your consistency. Yeah, the uncles had showed up. You thought they were going to pull out the card. Mm-mm. Or you thought they were going to pull out the chair when you sat down when they showed up. Nah, they're telling you that you're benevolent. You have a really, 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 really big heart. You have a lot of compassion here by with this card. You have a lot of compassion. You have a lot of love. You have a lot of big frequency of energy. This is Leo. This is Leo. This is Leo. This is a Leo card. A lot of loving, compassionate, snuggling, energy. So stay in position. Stay in position. Okay. And welcome the uncles when they come. You know what I'm saying? If they try to sit down, you pull out the chair. You pull out the chair on these businesses that you may have to work for. You pull out the motherfucking chair on their ass. You don't even have to worry about it because Spirit is going to do that no matter what. They're going to pull out the chair. My timer is getting ready to go off. Spirit is going to pull out the chair automatically. I keep saying that Spirit is a lot quicker, always quicker. It doesn't even describe the vastness of how fast Spirit is. You were thinking that you're being stalked. But yeah, keep up the energy, y'all. And I'll see y'all the next time. Gratitude. I'll see you later. Realityimbalance.com. Yeah, we do have a Words of Power reading tonight. And there goes my timer. But I'll see y'all later, y'all. Enjoy these moments, y'all. Enjoy them while they're here.